established quite well that the defendant is the kind of person who would, could, and did commit these crimes. However, since some remain unconvinced, we would like to call our last witness to the stand. Expert testimony may, in this case, be found useful. And as such, we would like to call in Miss Summers, an expert in arson, theft, and murder herself.
Oh my God, I don't believe it. What? Okay, yeah, totally. That's so cool. Excuse me, not exactly sure why I'm here.
Are you, or are you not, an expert on criminal acts, included but not limited to arson, theft, murder, intimidation, blackmail, and other crimes of a felonious nature?
No, I'm a cashier. You know, Barnes and Noble.
The Barnes and Nobles, Eugene loves the Barnes and Nobles. He loves the Barnes and Nobles.
Don't worry, you can still help us prove this man guilty of breaking laws our very society is built upon.
Wait, that's ridiculous. She said she didn't know anything.
And don't worry, Mr. Littlewitz. We'll make sure she doesn't do anything to ruin our defense. We hid this in the bag.
You see, Eugene, Mrs. Myers should have been a lawyer. You would understand all the things this nice attorney's doing for you.
So, Miss Summers, what do you...
It's like setting something on fire.
Precisely. Now, if you wanted to avoid being a victim of arson, what would you do?
Use a fire extinguisher.
Don't you think, though, that in this case the fire extinguisher would be more effective to use as a club against the arsonist?
Not if your goal is to put out the fire.
But if the arsonist is still there, why wouldn't you want to use the fire extinguisher as a club?
Well, if my house was burning down, it'd be my first priority to put out the fire.
So you're arguing that the main importance of a fire extinguisher is, in fact, to put out a fire?
Yeah.
However, we all know that angry people whack others over the head, and it stands to reason that if someone was committing arson against your house, you'd be angry.
I would be angry.
But in this case, since we can't be using a fire extinguisher, what would be more effective as a club? A crowbar?
I don't know. I don't hit people over the head, ever. All I do is answer phones. Like this. Hello, you rich Barnes and Noble. This is Jessica.
That's Jessica from Barnes and Nobles. I talked to her last Wednesday. I'm sure of it. I'm sure of it.
Hypothetically, if you were to hit an arsonist, what would happen?
Oh, I don't know. I guess they got a or a bump on their head.
Oh, that could be my son. He'd end up far worse. Sofi's got such a tender head.
Plus, I don't have a bump or a bruise or anything else.
Well, wait a second. So that means that you got away with the arson without being clubbed over the head with a crowbar.
That's the last straw. You're my lawyer. Argue for me, not the other way around.
I switch sides. Besides, proving guilt is the first step to proving innocent.
You can't switch sides in the middle of a
Mr.
trial.
Littlewitz, let me quiet! He's been to law school. You haven't?
So, Miss Summers, in the case that the accused did not commit these
No, isn't that the police's job to figure out
well,
anyway?
it would be if you didn't already know he was guilty.
Oh, okay, so if you know he did it, why exactly do you need me here? It's not like I can do anything. I'm not a witness or something.
And yet here you are, and so we shall use you to prove guilt.
And it still doesn't make sense as to why you're taking their side. Isn't he paying you to defend him?
And technicalities, and I still am defending him.
How exactly?
Never mind that. Guilty party. Miss Summers, you are here to catch the guilty party red-handed.
I already told you I don't know anything about what he did.
Of course you don't. After all, you're the guilty party.
What? After all, you, as anyone can see, have no bruise or bump or anything, meaning you brought away with the arson.
And as well, you're blue-handed.
Wait, no, guilty right.
And despite the cold weather outside, you aren't wearing a jacket because yours was left in the scene of the crime.
Come on, this still makes no sense. I didn't do it. You have no proof and you can't put me on trial.
I beg to differ. The lawyers, they can do whatever they want. I really don't like the tone you're taking in my court.
It's quite a harsh tone.
And besides,
outside in the building. Oh, with a gun? Don't want that you won't believe this.
And we fast forward. Here you are, leaving the building with a safe that was reported stolen. And 5 minutes later, you returning to set the house on fire. Sorry, it wasn't you. Excuse me. Shit.
Bailiff!
Caylyn!
Oh, bailiff! Where is the bailiff? I want to see him. Is he muscular?
Okay, I put this on your desk. Oh, you're done with it.
Of course I did it! See the way that rabbit looked at me. And the safe was fuller than I could have dreamed, and it's all mine now. And God, it wasn't just any theft, it was the perfect theft, the perfect heist. And that silly woman and that silly rabbit and that silly deer in the backyard, they all deserved it too. There's nothing like the taste of grilled venison after a crime. I would have gotten away with it too if it were you meddling kids and your damn security cameras, these damn rabbits!
Bailiff?
No, come on, it's the rabbit! It's for God damn it! I'll kill you! I'll kill you and all your rabbits! All your rabbits!
Well, that was exciting.
You knew it was her the entire time, and you still put me on trial?
Of course, absolutely.
It was all a part of the plan.
Well, why couldn't you just have accused her in the first place?
Complicated. Legal doctrine, precedent, court procedures, and all that.
Go to law school, you'll get it.
Well, can I go now?
Mr. LWHS! Hey, yo, you can go.
Well, thank you,